I'm going to just, for whatever reason, maybe because I have papers to grade or I want to go read my newspaper, I'm going to like put them in a group, and this is going to take up a lot of the class time, and I don't have to worry about what I'm going to teach them today. So you guys can sit around over here.
I want to be in the center.
And I'll introduce them to you later. And starting right now, I'm going to like pretend this is my class. We're going to start this little role-playing activity. All right, you guys. You know, you're in this group today. I'm giving you this poem. So I basically just want you, you got to read it, obviously, and then talk amongst yourselves about what you think it means. And then in a few minutes, you're going to report back to the class and just tell me like what you think this poem is about. I got papers to grade. I'm not going to babysit you. So, just get the job done, figure out what it means, and then you need to report to the class. So, ready, set, go.
I'll do it. So much depends on a red wheelbarrow glazed with rainwater beside the white chickens. Pretty short.
Anyone know anything about William Carlos Williams?
He's a poet.
1883 to 1963, so that's like clues.
What do you think it means? I mean,
It's pretty obviously a metaphor for the proletariat.
I don't think that.
No.
No, honestly, look, the red wheelbarrow, the tool of the worker.
I don't
The tool of the worker.
quite exactly right.
No,
I think it's just like a nice farm scene. It's got
Yeah,
a
but it's
wheelbarrow.
actually
It
just
doesn't
about
mean
a
anything.
red
No,
wheelbarrow. No, you're
There's
thinking
no
too much
substance.
into
It's
it.
just descriptive.
Honestly though, this might just be a wheelbarrow with
Yeah,
chickens.
exactly. You guys
you
are
know,
thinking
There
too
has
much
to be
into
some
it.
meaning, though. He wouldn't just write that for no reason. Why is it famous if that's why?
It's for the proletariat.
It's
It's for the
ironic.
workers.
You
Because
know?
it makes
I don't
you
know.
feel the peace of the
There's got to be
farm.
some substance to it that we're just missing.
Maybe the
But I
point
don't
is
think
it's
it's
like
that.
postmodernist.
So much depends. The fate of the nation, the fate of Russia depends upon the
Why is it
No,
that
no,
the red
no, no,
wheel-
no,
If that was true, why is it glazed with rainwater? If
No.
anything, the proletariat is being washed
the
away.
purity of Trotsky and
The
Lenin's
white,
ideas.
if that's
Marx's
true, then the
ideas.
white chickens
Not
symbolize.
everything must be about
No, the white
communism
chickens-
every year.
The white chickens represent the white chickens.
You're just trying to push your own agenda
No,
onto this.
the white chickens represent the populace of the country that the red wheelbarrow provides for.
Does
God.
someone else have an idea?
Where is
That's
the
the
brain?
brain.
I think
That's
it's
not it.
literally
I don't
just
think
about
it's
a red
just-
wheelbarrow.
I don't think it's just a poem either. I think it probably has to do with like, it could be like, you know what?
It could be like rebirth of, like
Yeah, rain means
glazed
rebirth.
with rainwater. The
Rain-
rain
no.
symbolizes the rebirth and the like
What is the
cleansing.
chickens?
The chickens.
The people of the country.
William,
That the
Glazed
wheelbarrow-
We're not talking about chickens aren't very smart, so I'd say
What
it's like
does
they're like the
glazing
lemmings.
even mean?
They're like white means like innocence, if it's a color. So maybe
What
the
does red
innocent
mean? Is
lemmings.
red
Tormented by
red
the
is not
bourgeois.
like
Red, it's not always just communism when it's red.
If
It
you're
could
not
be-
willing to support the class struggle,
What it could
I don't
be.
know. I'm
Red also symbolizes anger and like rage and violence.
against the bourgeoisie.
Yes, thank you.
I'm actually
I'm not writing that down. If we're
Okay, actually though, what if it's like just like red is
30
and-
seconds.
Well, then we don't have like
Rudy,
red is
how are we
it
supposed
could
to
be
analyze
like
this?
imagery.
It's so ambiguous.
What's I care?
White. It's about the colors. All these
Okay,
colors.
alright, this is, let's just write the communist thing, and if we get that, great.
Yeah. That's. I mean,
It's poetry, it's interpreted, so he can't say it's wrong.
Nobody gets a beat.
That's exactly what he's gonna say.
Seeks a group collective.
If we all determine, we all discussed it, I think
All
that's
right, time's up. Now you guys need to report to the class, like what is the poem about? Who did you pick to report to the class? Who's going to do that?
Alright, Evan,
Okay.
go ahead.
So we've determined that William Carlos Williams is a communist sympathizer in Soviet Russia who uses the red wheelbarrow to symbolize the communist uprising of the working class, and the rain water to wash away the sins of the bourgeoisie and
All right, now did your whole group agree that that's what the poem is about?
yes.
Okay.
We mostly agree.
All right, time's up, sit down. All right, now you guys just move over there for a second. You can leave the chairs there. Thank you. So, obviously what you just saw there was a dysfunctional group. They really got nothing accomplished. They had some interesting, fun fun conversation. But as far as like the task, they didn't really accomplish that, because actually this poem has nothing to do with communism and the working class and proletariat and all that kind of stuff. It's actually a very simple poem full of imagery. I mean, the poem itself is like the meaning of the poem. It's like a piece of art, you can look at in a nutshell, but I don't want to get too much into that. But I brought this up as an example of like what can go wrong, when you're in groups. So here, what you saw, some of the classic things that go wrong. Number one, there was a lack of goals for the group. I really gave them next to no direction as to what they were expected to do, other than like reading this poem and telling me what it means. That in and of itself is not really a learning goal. Number two, there was a lack of transparency by me as the teacher as to why we were doing this. That's why you heard one kid say, he's just like grading his papers. This is busy work. He didn't really have any reason for us to be up here in a group. And kids will kind of think that stuff if you're not clear as to why you're putting them in a group in the first place. And you saw some student resistance to doing it because a couple students were a little checked out. They just didn't want to be involved. And there was a lack of scaffolding, which means that I, as a teacher, I should have come over when I saw they were just like all talking at once and trying to give them like more structure and more direction. And then, again, this is a little repetitive, but the haphazard structure in the work assigned, it was just here. Here's the poem, read it, tell me what it's about. That's haphazard structure. All right?